If this world were mine.
Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like
What's going on, everyone? So in this video, I am going to give you a sneak peek as to what my life looks like on a day-to-day basis. I feel like on my YouTube channel, I haven't done this enough, and I figured right now I'm in the trenches. I'm trying to do my absolute best to develop everything around my business, my skill sets, my network, everything. So might as well just pick up the camera, show you what it looks like to be on the other side. Because I know a lot of people come on the internet and they try to only flex a lifestyle, like going to Bali or going to Greece, whatever that might be. And yes, there's a time and place to do all of that. Of course, it's important to have fun when you're doing all of this, but a lot of people, I feel like, don't show what it actually looks like to get to this level. Because I didn't get to this level by just magically snapping my fingers and deciding I'm going to build a business. No, there was a lot of work that went into it, right? It was a lot of skill development. It was a lot of mentorship that I had to go through to get to this point. And I'm hoping that by filming these videos and showing you the behind the scenes, you'll kind of come to that realization that, you probably want help to just shorten the time horizon from whatever your current situation is right now to getting to the point that you want to be. Cool. So let me know what you guys think about this video. And if you guys like it, I'll keep filming more. Maybe I'll do something a little bit more exciting as well, because for the most part, it's just going to be work. But again, this is meant to show you what it's like, and I hope you guys enjoy. Cool. So I'm about to hop on a one-on-one call with my sales coach, who I just hired, and it was a five-figure investment. So, it's really important that I pay attention. One of the most important lessons, by the way, that I've learned when it comes to like investing and getting better, this saying will change your life completely. And I actually learned it from him. Actually, I might have learned it from a couple of other people, but it has always stuck with me, which is why I have borderline become somewhat obsessed with hiring somebody to just take that next step. Okay. And that is that the more you pay, the more you pay attention. Let that sink in. Do with whatever it is that you want to do with it, because it might quite literally change your life. Dude, my bank account got this low. Okay, fuck, it's time to get to work. I close a fuck ton of deals, not even a fuck ton, but like a decent amount for myself, and I put myself back in that cycle, and it's like just this constant, like, never-ending thing. I fucking hate it, bro. Like, I really just want to be able to do the work, even just be able to turn my brain off and just like, I'll give you an example. For the email reminders and the texts, I knew that needed to be done. Like, I knew people were not showing up to the calls, but my account was like, okay, like my bank account was decent. And it took me a whole fucking week, bro, to do the actual work, like to actually do them. And when I actually finally sat, yeah.
That's what you've set for yourself. That is the standard that you've set for yourself. Because when your alarm goes off in the morning and you consciously make the decision to turn that alarm off, you're telling yourself, and what you're doing is you're not sticking to the commitments to yourself, so you no longer trust yourself. You know you should be doing it, but I'm not going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Right? You write it on your to-do list and you look at it for a week and you don't do it.
Yeah.
Literally. And then eventually you get pissed off enough and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with me? In that higher level, that savage motherfucking Sergio comes out and you're like, what the fuck? Right? And so momentum is the best word for you. I love that you brought that word to this call. That is what you need. And it starts with you just making the decision.
Cool. So I just got off of that call with my sales coach, and I might as well call him my mindset coach, because that's kind of one of the questions that I came to the call with. Overall, I'm looking personally to develop into an absolute savage. I know deep down inside, guys, that I have the potential to consistently do 50 grand a month every single month. But I have to learn how to become the person that can make that amount of money, which is why, for example, I made this investment in the first place, is because I knew I was not around enough people that were going to tell me what essentially needs to be done, right? What time should I be getting up? What do I need to be doing? How do I avoid not handling the hard work? Because truthfully, guys, you'll get to a point, and this is something I was talking to him on this call about, where you cross different finish lines. And the example I can use here is I crossed the finish line of getting out of my 9 to 5, right? Making money online, being able to travel and like make money from anywhere. I crossed that finish line. And so for me, that is no longer important because I have it. It is attained, but I don't have that external why. I haven't really done a little bit of a deep analysis of like, what am I aiming for? Why do I want to hit this 50 grand a month? Other than just saying, it's a cool number to see on your Stripe account every single month. There has to be something a little bit more deep and internal as to why I'm trying to get to that portion, right? So, it was one of the things that we kind of talked about about really doing your due diligence on why you're aiming for this goal. Do you have to do it for somebody else, or is it all about you? Are you just focused on impact, right? Helping people, as many people as possible from all over the world. And so I've got some homework to do tonight, just to really, again, do that reassessment of why am I even doing this? And again, maybe some of you guys watching this video might feel comfortable in your current situation. You might have a decent job where you get paid a decent amount per month, but it doesn't provide for the lifestyle that you want to live. And so that has to be your why and your catalyst as to why you have to go develop a high value skill, why you have to go land a role working with an online business owner so you can start to take steps towards that why. Because if you don't have that written down, it's quite obvious. It's really important. And it's kind of funny. Like, I've gotten to this point in my entrepreneurial journey, without really understanding this. Like, I definitely have had a little bit of a basic understanding, but not a high level understanding of things. And when it comes to this industry, when it comes to making online, when it comes to making an impact, building businesses, there's levels to this, guys. Like, there really is levels to this. And so I urge you guys to go get uncomfortable and get into these rooms, because that is what is going to change your life, quite literally. I hope you guys enjoyed that little snippet of some of the stuff he was telling me. Again, we talked about, mindset in general. We talked about accountability, how to show up as the highest level of yourself. And I know exactly what it is that I need to do. One of the problems that I was facing was not having the right energy waking up, because again, I didn't have that vision now. I didn't have that why factor. And one of my pieces of homework tonight is to make sure, I do a reassessment of that. And tomorrow I take steps towards getting to that why. And the way I'm going to do that is just by waking up 6 a.m., challenging myself physically, even though I really don't want to do it, right? Like, it's pretty apparent nobody wants to do it unless you're like psychotic, but that's what needs to be done. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little clip, like I said. And we've got a sales call here in about a minute. So maybe I'll give you a little bit of snippet of that. All right, so we're currently looking at ourselves on a Zoom screen because Buddy decided not to show up. And that's okay, right? It's a name of the game. Sometimes it's going to happen. The way I see it, by the way, when somebody does not show up to a call, all it is for me, if I'm being honest, it's just feedback. It's just showing me that I need to solve something a little bit better in terms of the actual booking process, in terms of somebody booking a call and actually committing to the time in between that time frame of like them kind of sitting around, not really doing anything. They might need more content. I might need to like set up more reminders or more text reminders, whatever that might be. I might have to physically start calling them just to make sure they commit. But again, like I mentioned, I'm not going to jump to any conclusions so far. I'm going to kind of look at the data and figure out what needs to happen going forward. So like I mentioned, it's the name of the game. You might, for example, be in the DMs for an online business owner, and you'll book in a call maybe for this upcoming Friday. That individual might not show up. And what really determines how, for example, the business owner can proceed is how they're going to handle that information. Are they going to kind of just sit there and whine about, nobody ever shows up to my damn calls and then not do anything about it? Or are they going to look at the actual data, collect some constructive feedback, and figure out how to go forward from there? Because there's always something that can be done, right? You can throw in a triage call, you can throw in extra reminders, you can make sure the day of people are like physically sending them a voice note, whatever that might be. There's always a solution. So again, this is another example of just the day-to-day life of being an entrepreneur.
I'm that same old body with the steez. In a baked outfit, got a shark on the hood of my top and the ape on my tee. Been a minute since I linked with the bro, said link up soon, let's talk over tea. These days it's all about flex and talk, but bro, I'm trying to make this.
So I've got a few minutes before I have to go and grab some lunch. So I figured I would run through my DMs, since right now I am my own DM manager. Just booking in calls, having some conversations. People are coming, messaging the keyword. You can see an example here. But yeah, once that's done, I'm going to go grab some lunch. I'm not too sure what I'm going to eat. But I do have, yesterday I did sign up for like a 15K race. It's like some like obstacle mud thing that I'm doing with like some of my family members. It's going to be fun, and it is going to challenge me a little bit since I've never ran. I'm pretty sure it's about 9 miles. So just want to start eating clean. I'm not the most optimized in terms of my health, and this is one of the things that I'm changing as well. Now that I'm back in momentum, I'm in the swing of things, I'm working. For some context, the past 3 weeks I was really sick. Like, I was badly sick. I usually don't get sick like that either, but man, my coughs were crazy. I had like, fever, and it was all bad. And it really did take a toll on me, but I'm back in momentum, and some of the things that I have to do to get fully dialed in once again is just take those extra steps, making sure I'm eating clean, making sure I'm drinking a bunch of water. And I say that, and I have a cup of coffee right here. But nonetheless, that's what we're gonna do, and yeah, you catch me in the next clip. So I just wrapped up lunch, and to be honest, the main things I'm gonna be working on right now is really just gonna be some operational stuff. So a lot of the back end. For example, right now, I'm really just looking into the Calendly form that I have going on right now, just trying to see if it's fully optimized for the people I'm looking to help, right? It might not be, it might be, I'm not sure. Another thing I'm going to be diving into is the post booking page that I have going on, down below. So like if you guys were to book into my calendar, you're probably going to get redirected somewhere. And it's just these like small little intricate details that like you keep adjusting to just get it perfected as much as possible. And yeah, it's really, this is really what the day in the life kind of looks like for myself. And honestly, it probably looks like something similar for your favorite guru. At the moment, nothing really luxurious is happening because I'm just deep in the trenches. Like I mentioned a little bit earlier in this video, I just invested about a 5-figure, biggest I've ever done, to a new sales mentor. And quite frankly, like he's not just a sales coach. The dude is just an all-around master when it comes to discipline and mindset and showing up as the highest form of leader possible. And this is what it takes. This is what it takes. Sometimes it's not the most exciting, the most fun to do. Maybe others like it more than I do. I like doing stuff like this more. I enjoy filming content. I enjoy being myself and just being as transparent as possible. And sometimes you just gotta kind of get in the weeds, do all this stuff to make the entire process to impact as many lives as smooth as possible. So with that being said, I'm gonna take care of some work. It's about 7 o'clock at night. I'm probably gonna go to bed anywhere between 9 and 10 tonight, just because I gotta get up early, which is one of the commitments I made to my mentor and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. And let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this. Again, it's probably not the most exciting thing, but it's real. It's what's actually happening. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. And also, I hope the theme of the video is really hitting home with yourself, because I know you're probably watching this video and you might be looking to take steps towards getting into a different situation where you don't have to work a 9-to-5, you can actually make money online, and you just don't really know exactly how to do that. So if there's one thing out of this video that I want you to truly take away, it's that sometimes you really just need guidance. You really just need to hear a different perspective instead of just thinking that you know it all and you can do it all completely yourself. Like it really does take a special individual to decide that and go the opposite direction, where you can collapse time, you can make things happen faster, and you can do it with a higher likelihood of success. Because this industry, like, it's hard to get into. It's no joke. So I hope you guys kind of see it on my end as well. As I'm trying to develop, I'm trying to grow, and I've come to understand that I have no problem whatsoever paying for shortcuts and information that I can get from somebody who has done it multiple times on end. So again, it's like an overlaying theme of this entire video. Probably one of the biggest things that's happening in my life as well right now is just surrounding myself with winners and people that I know can help me get to that next level. So hopefully that resonates with you, and yeah, maybe that gives you a little bit of a clearer path in terms of what you have to do going forward, who you have to look into to get help from to get to wherever it is that you're trying to get to. Cool. Peace.